Hi, Rich Pickett with Personal Wings. I thought on my flight back tonight from John Wayne Airport back to San Diego to Montgomery-Gibbs, KMYF Airport, I thought I'd film the approach. So it's kind of cool. We're coming down. It's the approach to runway 28 right. It's an RNAV, so it's an LPV approach, localizer performance vertical guidance approach. So we first talked with SoCal. We're just north of the airport, just north of Miramar, coming down on the downwind leg, and then we turn to base, and then on the base we're about 180, and then they turn us to 250, which is the typical, come down to 3800 and shoot the approach to landing. So I hope you enjoy watching it. As you watch it, you'll notice a couple things, and I'd give a little commentary on it. One is, remember that when you do an approach, if you want to capture that vertical guidance, glide path or glide slope, on virtually all airplanes, you have to be below the glide slope or below the glide path, right? So if they keep you high, and as you turn and you go to capture it, and the glide path or glide slope indicator is below you, you've got to dip down to capture underneath. So that's why you'll notice that they kept me high. So what I did is I put in a lower altitude, something around the final approach fix, which here, Penny, would be 2,500 feet. To dip down, level off, and then grab it. So it's a useful tip, works all the time, and hope you enjoy it, and as this video as well as all the other ones on our YouTube channel. And remember, we also have the Personal Wings website as well. Right? Enjoy.
Eclipse 0 November Echo, turn left heading 080, vector strap.
Left 080, Eclipse 450 November Echo.
Shooter 05, pilot's discretion Atlas, you were saying field and sight, descend and maintain 5,000.
28 right, arriving departing, 28 left, 28 right.
Cross Atlas at about 3,000 foot of
ground control, 18.22. All pilots must read back hold short instructions and runway assignments with the call sign. When instructed to exit onto runway 23,
SoCal Approach, Archer
elevated runway
5676 Victor, 3,500.
Caution for local planes, receiving by the lead field.
Victor, SoCal Approach, traffic 10 o'clock, 2 miles northeastbound. Maybe the other way, they're going southbound, it's like 2,600 indicated.
Information Hotel, 2353 Zulu, wind 21.
Okay, we have Information Hotel. We're going to do the RNAV
Shooter 05, contact Miramar
right.
Tower, 298.92, good day.
At Montgomery-Gibbs Airport, KMYF. So, slow down our speed because of vectors for traffic and some other folks coming in. So, we did our cruise checklist to set. Now we're going to landing altitude set. We have that automatic.
Maintain 6,000.
Thing will come in through here, P speeds, got our VREF in. Come here and load our chart. We just departed from John Wayne.
9,000, we have Mike.
We're going to look at the approach charts. We're going to do the right, got it.
Radar 01, change my frequency 133.
So it's 281 as course. Penny. That's our final approach. Fixed glide slope altitude 2,500. Always try to remember that.
Navigation altitude, your discretion.
LP 673, which we have, airport elevation.
November Echo, turn right heading 140 to set and maintain 5,000.
140 and 5,000, Eclipse 450 November Echo, thank you. Alright, so we're going to have 5,000.
Contact approach 124.35 today.
Alright, we're coming up on a base leg. So I don't have to go too fast. 180 to 200 is good. We're just
0 November Echo, contact approach 124.35 today.
2435, thanks November Echo.
Skylane 1 Tango Whiskey, contact LSP Tower 120.7 today.
And SoCal, good evening. Eclipse 450 November Echo with you, leaving 65 for 5,000, requesting that RNAV 28 right.
Southwest 1927, 3 from Vida at about 4,000, cleared RNAV, runway 27 approach.
Vida about 4, cleared RNAV 27, South 1927.
Eclipse 450 November Echo, SoCal, good evening, descend and maintain 5,000.
5,000, 0 November Echo.
Okay, with 34.
Alright, so Baco Barrett knows, so now they're bringing us in here. It's right off the chart now.
Speed to Rebo, going to tower,
or green arrow. So let's do the rest of our check. Seatbelts, ice protection we need. Altimeter.
250 knots, information, Yankee.
Let's get the current altimeter just to verify because it did change.
SoCal, good afternoon, Southwest 11, 10, 10,000, heading 6,000.
Return Air Mission Hotel, 235
wind 2, reduce speed to 210, then descend to maintain 6,000, make sure traffic is 2.16, okay, 210, then 6,000.
Approach, 28 right.
273.
1927, maintain 160 knots until Rebo. 160 to Rebo, says 1927. Sun Country 407,
All right, so
reduce
we've
speed
got
to
those set.
170, then descend to maintain 5,000.
Landing lights is recorded on weight balance. We've set landing data set. VREF is set. VREF is 87 knots.
United 235, reduce speed to 230, and then descend to maintain 6,000.
We could use auto throttles, which is pretty cool.
Allegiance 68 for spacing, fighting 200, descend to maintain 9,000. Heading 200, descend 9,000, Allegiance 68.
We'll lock on that focus so you don't see so much of that flicker.
UPS 2636 heavy.
So they're going to vector us. I'm just right now going to go to NSD and activate that intercept so we have that set. Arm intercept. Bingo.
Sun Country 407.
So it may take us inside NSD, but it's either right at NSD or outside we're going to see. But now at least we're set.
Eclipse 0 November Echo, fighting 180, descend to maintain 3,800.
180, 3,800, Eclipse 450 November Echo. All right, so that is the typical altitude they'll give us around here. I'm going to put it in pitch mode
United 235.
because I can get down a little bit easier. Do some power. So now we're on base, right? And SC's 36. So what I'll do now is I'll go ahead and put speed check below 200, 1 notch of flaps.
So the final 18.3 says 1927 CL.
I suspect they'll probably have us turn to today. Keep here on 180. Might do 21, but most likely 250. It looks like the angle that they'll have us for the intercept for the approach.
SoCal Approach, King Air 72,
So let's see what they do today. The tower 1257. We have 2 frequencies at Montgomery.
King Air 2 November Golf, SoCal,
Landing gear. Landing
I'm
gear.
not ready for the gear yet, so I'm just going to speed up a little bit. Get above that.
United 235, reduce speed to 190, and then descend to maintain 5,000. Go to 190, then go to 5,000. United 235. Allegiant 68, reduce speed to 210, and then descend to maintain 7,000. So 210, then descend 7,000, Allegiant 68. Southwest 1110, fighting 090. Heading 090, Southwest 1110. UPS 2636 heavy, reduce speed to 160. 160 on
See one of the airlines going Limburg right ahead of us?
Sun Country 407, maintain present speed till Vida. 170 to Vida.
I think they're going to get us 250.
Eclipse 0 November Echo, fighting 250, join the final.
250, join the final, Eclipse 0 November Echo. So they didn't say we're clear for the approach, just the final. So I can put that down. I'm going to go ahead and put the gear down now.
10,000 for 6,000, slow to 19009.
So
1198.
all I can do is press nav.
6,000. 6,000, 1198. Eclipse 0 November Echo, a mile from Nesty, maintain 3,800 till established on final. Cleared ILS, runway 2 right approach.
Cleared ILS, 28 right approach, 0 November Echo. If you don't mind, I'll do the RNAV 28 right.
0 November Echo, cleared RNAV, runway 2 right approach.
28 right approach, thanks, November Echo. Okay.
Southwest 11.
So it really doesn't matter, but I just like to make sure they have it on record.
King Air 2 November Golf, descend and maintain
So
3,000.
now what happens here, a little gotcha with the Eclipse. Now that I'm established, I'm going to put down 2,500. I'll show you because we're above. It's so slow to capture. Now that I'm captured, I'm going to go down.
United 235, fighting 250, when able direct Vida. Heading 258.
Because we're a little bit above the glide path. See that?
Legion 68, reduce speed to
So above the glide path, it will not capture. You have to be below it.
6,000, Legion 68. Eclipse 0 November Echo, contact tower 119.2. Have a good night.
19.2. Thank you. Good night, 0 November Echo.
Sun Country 4.
Okay, so right now we're going to use our secondary frequency
Cleared RNAV, runway 27 approach.
at Montgomery.
Cleared the RNAV approach 27.
So I'm just going to sink it right there and let it level off and get that. I'll show you what happens.
17 over Golf. Archer 5, Bravo.
So now, I just synced it, right? Just to get me below, now that I'm below the glide path, right? So we're just going to sink it right there, and then I'll capture the glide path, watch. But I had to get ducked underneath it. Montgomery Tower, good evening. Eclipse 450 November, Echo with you on RNAV 28 right approach.
Eclipse 450 November Echo, Montgomery Tower, good evening. Continue for runway 28 right.
Continuing for 28 right, Eclipse 0 November Echo. Okay, glide slope intercept. So speed check, perfect, get our flaps in there, our landing flaps. Now that we have this captured, I'm going to put the missed approach altitude, which is 3,000. And right now we're right just above VREF, which is perfect. VREF plus 10, that meets all my standards. So heading, we're going to put the heading on 281 for the runway for if we had to do our missed. So now we've got our landing lights on because we're cleared for the approach. Put that on. It's warning us, but that's just because we're descending through that altitude. We got glide path, FMS approach, looks good. Our VREF is 87, we're at 92, so great, 5 knots above. So really that's the last part of our check. We can do our final landing check in through here, which is geared down, which we have ABS switch as armed, which we want to have armed, landing flaps, and autopilot yaw damper off. Those will be the last things that we'll do. So I like this, right? I'm coming down, I've got about 55% N1, landing flaps, a couple knots above VREF. I'm happy camper. I'm just going to put that back to 3,000 again just to clear that yellow warning. I'm happy, it looks good. Coming to Palos. Speeds look good, everything looks great. We're going to some clouds here.
Eclipse 0 November Echo, runway 28 right, clear to land.
Clear to land at 28 right, 0 November Echo.
Eclipse 0 November Echo, if able, relay the tops and the bases once you encounter the clouds.
We'll go. I'll do that, November Echo. I can give you the tops right now. They're at 2,100, almost continuous.
0 November Echo, roger, 2,100.
A little fast, because I want to slow down a little bit. I like VREF plus 10.
This is 6 Alpha Foxtrot, runway 28 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 28 left, 6 Alpha Foxtrot.
Nice stabilized approach. Speeds look good. I'm happy with that. We're going to pop out of these clouds here shortly. Eventually. Aha. Okay, so we'll report the bases. They're right at, let's get back underneath them so we make sure to give them all the right information. Get a little slow there. About, what do you think, 1,400 right now? Really clear, 13. And the bases are 13 to 1,400, 0 November Echo.
0 November Echo, roger, thank you, 1200 at 8.
2008, thanks, 0 November Echo. Got a little fast. Bring back the power back here.
Hotel on the island to right. Here, 17 Air Golf Montgomery, you're following an Eclipse approaching Highway 15, runway 28 right, clear to land.
But 55% power, 50% power, so pretty good nominal. Gets me right now, we're about 8 knots above VREF. That's cool. Now we're going to dip below the glide path as we come up here, simply because at this airport we have a rather 3,400 feet of landing runway. A little bit over 4,500 for total distance. So we'll dip below. If we landed at the 1,000-foot markers, it would just give us 2,500 to stop, and I'd rather not do that. So you'll notice I'll dip below.
500.
500, so that means we're about, right now, just about 200 above minimums.
Approaching minimums.
It's going to give us minimums.
Minimums.
Okay, autopilot disconnect, yaw damper. Alright, so we're still on VREF. I'm happy with that. A couple knots above. That looks good. We're landing here. Okay, we're right at VREF. 50 feet above the runway, right at VREF. Power to idle. So there we go. There we go. Cool thing with Eclipse, bingo.
November Golf, you're now number 1.
Right.
Thank you, 17
Taxi chart. This one I need it.
Eclipse 0 November Echo, turn left at Foxtrot, cross runway 28 left, then contact ground.
Thank you, 0 November Echo, turn left at Foxtrot, cross 28 left, and then ground. All right, got that set. Basically don't want to do anything on the runway. I like to slow down way before I'm coming up to the runway itself, and just in case brakes fail. Okay, we're gonna look both directions. We're cleared to cross 28 left, but we're gonna check anyway. So it's Foxtrot, looks like we're cleared. Just in case we can go to my hangar. No, can't switch yet until I'm past the hold bar up here, right? So I'm just getting ready. All right, we're past the hold bar. Montgomery ground, good evening. Eclipse 450 November Echo on Foxtrot and 28 left to midport, please.
Eclipse 450 November Echo, Montgomery ground, taxi to midport via hotel, cross runway 5 at hotel.
Midport via hotel, cross 5 at hotel, 0 November Echo, thanks. All right, another nice day, nice flight. So we've landed, not too much. I'm going to turn my taxi and landing lights and take off the strobes. Got that set. I'll get the flaps up. Got that up. Look both ways, we're clear. Hey, thanks for joining me on the flight. Left John Wayne, came down, we did the RNAV 28R approach at Montgomery, which is a lot of fun. It's fun to do, amazing plane to fly. I get fortunate to be able to fly lots of aircraft. Sometimes in a week I'll fly 4 or 5 different jets, Premiers, Citations, Eclipses, Mustangs, so it's kind of fun. So if you subscribe to my Personal Wings YouTube channel, the one you're on already, you'll notice a lot of cool videos. We think they're cool. And if you subscribe, you'll be notified. I also have courses on my website, personalwings.com, on Fusion. We're building some other courses out there that you can purchase and learn to fly the aircraft. That's kind of a nice way to be able to do that. And tell your friends and family, and hope you have a great time on our next video. I've got some other ones popping up here in my mind. Probably do another one after this one tomorrow, maybe going back up to John Wayne. I commute back and forth to LA for work, to teach clients and so forth, so this is my commuter. All right, thanks again. Rich Pickett, Personal Wings. Now we'll do the shutdown, which is pretty simple. Come here to the SIS. Right, we got the SIS. We'll record that time in a minute. We've waited 1 minute idle, which we've been at idle. Parking brake we don't need. Air source, we've got that off. All right, engine selector's off. So everything's stabilized. I like to verify, take another look at the whole thing, make sure everything's cool. And then just shut down, which is really hard on the Eclipse. You basically, right up here, pink, pink, I go off, off. So those two switches, which are there, are the start and stop switches. So that's done. So now it's spooling back down. Everything's going a little crazy because of the screen resolution. There you go. When it gets down below a couple percent, then I'll go ahead and I'll shut down the engines, but I like to wait. Ding dong, ding dong. Dong, ding dong. Okay, that's it. Thanks. See you on the next flight. Ciao.